when something like this occurs and you're told that your husband or your family has been killed, you actually don't, you lose kind of the sense of where you're going and what's happening. Even though I had a wonderful family, I had my brother and my sister-in-law with me, though not right away. And when I went back to my truck, I put the keys, just something you just normally do, you put the keys into the ignition, and I had a big hand come over and slap across it, trying to take my keys out of my truck, and I said, "Those are mine, you can have those." Honestly, I understand, it's their job. They didn't know that I wasn't a crazy woman, that I wouldn't do something bizarre.
After years of service, what I look at is a humanistic value of just a compassionate person, understanding what they're going through, trying to help them take that next step to ease some of that burden, whether it be call the pastor, call your son, I believe.
I think you all worked on
and
something.
trying to find contacts to support her. And then once the investigation had completed, where they were going to remove the body, helping take that next step and just easing her through the process.
Which is exactly what he did. He had talked to the coroner and came back and said, "I've asked," and I think you called her by name,
yep,
that you be able to see your husband before they ship him to Boise. Well, let me tell you about Captain Miller. He became one of my best friends. I can call him and he'll see me, and I love that. There was a bond for me because I needed that. I needed that okay support at that time.
For me, I'm a really closed person, meaning I don't it's really hard for me to swallow my pride, and let someone else in and have someone else help me figure out what's going on. Before any of this happened, I really wasn't close with any of my family back home. I didn't talk to my parents or anyone. I felt pretty alone. And, when the crash actually happened, still till this day, I can't even process it. I struggle with it every day. It's not something that I don't think I'll ever, really move on from.
That's not good.
No, it's
That's not good at all.
But it's the truth behind how I feel.
But I'm kind of in the same boat. I think what you'll find with many emergency responders is they do hold that in, and soon that it just continues to build and build until it breaks. In this situation, I look at not only is Carlene a victim, but this gentleman's also a victim in it, and they not only are they victims, but everybody that responds and everybody within a community. Like dropping a rock in a pond,
Mm-hmm.
that ripple effect. And it will be years. I mean, I still drive by the intersection and think of the crash, but then I also think of the other crashes in the area that I've been to and have had to respond. Your actions not only affect you, but they affect your family and your extended family and a community. And I guess what I look at, and I would ask John the same thing, would be, and that's what I ask my children. I don't get upset with them, but did you learn anything from this? And what can you do to help make sure this doesn't happen again?
For me, it's if my phone goes off, I actually downloaded an app now that, depending on what carrier the person goes through, it'll forward them a text just saying I'm driving. if I'm driving. I just have to turn it on. And that it's little things like that. You know, if no matter what you're doing, you pay attention to what you're doing in your car, because in literally a split of a second, your whole world can do a complete 360.
Drive means drive. Stop texting. Stop eating. Stop watching what's going on in the back seat. Stop and watch the road in front of you. Drive means drive.